As consumers, we go to a store, for example, or we go online, we see a product, and we are not often cognizant of all of the factors that affect our decision making. And this underlying psychology of why we do the things we do in the marketplace really has motivated me to research this area. My research broadly focuses on consumer health and well-being, and I have several areas of interest. In one stream of research, I look at consumption of products that have efficacy, so pharmaceuticals, energy enhancers, and here I look at inferences that consumers make about these products that may lead to misconsumption and have potentially detrimental health consequences. So for example, in one article that I have published in the Journal of Consumer Research, I look at consumption based on product packaging. I ran a lab study where participants received 1 ounce of Gatorade from either a single-serve package or a multi-serve container. And what I found is that when consumers or participants had the products from a single-serve package, they actually performed better on the task than having an equivalent amount from a larger container. And the underlying psychology is actually what I like to refer to as consumption closure. So single-serve packaging gives us a sense of completion. It's finished, and hence we feel that it's more adequate. And feelings of inadequacy, when we feel like it's not enough, actually affects misconsumption, or how much we have, with potentially negative health outcomes. Currently, I'm working on other projects looking at this notion of consumption closure in the domain of food. So why do we continue eating when we're full or satiated? And current research that I have is actually showing that consumption closure motivates or drives us to finish what's on our plates. And that actually biases our health estimates. So when we have food remaining, even though we may be satiated or full, consumption closure actually motivates us to keep eating, and we justify this consumption by inferring that the food is actually not that unhealthy or that it doesn't have that many calories. So that kind of brings me to my other stream of work, where I look at food decision making. And one project that I just wrapped up is about the interplay between food waste and where we make food purchases. When we make purchases online, we oftentimes significantly reduce the amount of effort that we put into the purchase. And what my research shows is that this effortless process might actually reduce the psychological ownership that we have towards the products that we purchase online. And hence, when we face a decision, do we keep it or do we toss it, we're more inclined to waste food if it were purchased in the online purchase channel. This is an area, marketing research, where we get to ask interesting questions and get interesting answers. So sometimes I wonder, why did I just do that? Why did I eat that? Why did I decide to make that decision? And these why questions can be answered through research, experimental research, and other methodologies. So I set out on this journey to get a PhD, to immerse myself in the research world, because I had these questions and they can be answered, and quite interestingly.